My friends, welcome to my 203 cat models in FreeCAD series. Today I want to work on exercise 196, which is an extension of what I did previously in 174. So here is 174. So the basics is the 174, and in 196 we have this flange in here, and the difference, actually let's put them side by side. Right, and so the difference is we have this 50 millimeter, and within that 50 millimeter there is a 10 millimeter flange inside there. So that's all I have to do. And obviously there is a chamfer that I always keep forgetting on my models. So these are the two modifications I'll have to do on 174. So let's go ahead and pull in 174 and then save it as 196. All right, so we don't need this anymore. I remember I built this model in part design, and that's why here is the body and there is this pad, pocket and additive pipes. That time I built it in part design because it's a bent pipe, and the bent tube like this part design is much easier compared to part workbench. So let's continue on that thought. I'll have to build a flange on here, so that will be on this part. There will be sketch. So let's go to part design, select that face, and then create a sketch on that face, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and open up 196 on my other monitor just to make sure I'm not doing anything wrong. All right, so here I will start with a slot. It's not going to be a slot, so I will just start with polyline and start from here. I'll just make it like this there, and then let's do some filleting on both sides, and essentially that is our sketch. So let's go ahead and make these two equal, and then the diameter of this, or rather the radius of this, is 10, right? And then there will be two holes in there. That would be diameter 10. Yes. And this one I just want to draw the circle and then make these two equal. Pretty cool. Now let's clean it up just a little bit, make them horizontal, and then make them symmetric by this axis, and then pull them apart. So that is going to be 30 on one side, and then I think that part is done. Let's focus on this part. So these two are going to be equal as well, and then that radius is, we have that as 20. Right, so D would be 20. Right, and then let's find out that center. So this is the center, and this one is the other center. What I want to do, I want to place it on this axis, and I think this is already on that axis, right? And then that would be symmetric. All right, so there is a center hole which should be equal to that below, and I forgot that diameter. That diameter is 20, so 20. So that's the center hole, and I think that will be somewhere there. What I can do, I can draw a line between these, because we don't have that horizontal axis up there, and then take this, not that one, this one, I can place it on there, and obviously make this line construction geometry GN on the keyboard there. So we got that aligned. Now we have to make these two centers symmetric by that point that we just drew. All right, we are almost there. 2 degrees of freedom left, and one of them is like overall height, and another one is I think this, like how far this is are. Okay, let's take that one by one. Let's take this center point and make it at 90. That's what the technical drawing says, right? And then I'm just gonna go ahead and say these 2 points coincide, so we may not have to do that symmetric thing. Let's take that out. I don't know which one that is, right? So let's find that. Maybe this one. Yes, delete that, and then let's take these 3 points and make them coincident. Pretty cool. And that is our sketch essentially, and it's sitting right there, and I'll have to make a pad of 10 millimeter, but on the other side, so reversed. And my friends, that is all we needed to build. Oh, the chamfer, don't forget about the chamfer. That is a 2 millimeter chamfer. So on this channel, in this 200 model of every day, one model for 200 days, one mistake I have done like pretty often is forgetting about these fillets and chamfers. All right, my folks, this is it for this model. Thank you for watching. I will see you in one of my next videos.